Hello and welcome to the Flixters, the place where two movie geeks bring you all the movie reviews and news you could ever want in your whole lifetime. You can download our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Castbox and Anchor. Just pop in the Flixters podcast. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. And again, just pop in, you guessed it, the Flixters podcast. See you there.
I love that thing what you just do there about the whole pop in. Just pop in.
Is it? I like popping
things. I know you do. I know. Always popping around you are. Bloody hell.
Got me Mary Poppins, man. Mary Poppins, man.
Oh, shit. Deval. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you too.
Exactly.
And upcoming Happy New Year
and
as
Happy
well.
New Year,
Happy New
because
Year.
when people listen to this, it's going to be like 2019.
It's going to be 2019.
So Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic, epic show of the Flixters, where we've got movie news, box office, what's out on Blu-ray. We've got what's out on streaming, on trailers, anniversary corner, film reviews, and
you've added in a very special section today, haven't you?
A very special section just for you, ladies and gents, not you, Deval, is films to look out for in 2019. Yeah, so stick around for that, ladies and gents.
Forecasting going on, yeah?
Exactly. Stick around for that, and we hope you enjoy it. Okay, so let's start with some big news that's happened these last couple of days. Not in the terms of in the world of film, but to us, right?
To us.
To Flixters. So just break it down. So first of all, let's talk about the film, and then let's talk about the aftermath.
So guys, I'm sure you have, for guys that have followed the show for the past few weeks and months, you all would have known that basically every week we're always talking about Jordan Peele's upcoming film called Us. Yeah. So a few weeks ago we mentioned it, saying how it's in the works. Then again we mentioned how it's wrapped. We mentioned again saying that what it's going to be about uninvited guests, and so on. And then I think last week we revealed we mentioned that the on-set photos revealed my future wife, Lupita Nyong'o, looking all bloodied and, bruised and looking really angry. Yeah. And then, I think on Christmas Day, it was, a gift to everyone. Yeah. Jordan Peele released the trailer, which I saw and thought, wow, this looks crazy.
And straight away,
looks crazy.
Yeah, straight away you wanted to share it with everyone.
I thought, you know what? They gave us the gift. I want to keep giving this gift. Yeah. Keep it going. So I uploaded the trailer to our YouTube channel. Yeah. And I thought, okay, just put it on there, see what happens, Because to be honest, our YouTube channel hasn't had the same traction as the podcast.
It's been a bit slow.
Exactly. People, I think, maybe like to listen to it rather than see it. But I tell you what, when I put this trailer on there, Gordon Bennett,
I couldn't believe it, man.
Overnight, there were thousands of views. Overnight, and literally, we had like a little tennis match saying, okay, 10,000 views, 20,000 views, 30,000. It's like, I thought, what's going on here?
Exactly. And then I said to you, if it gets to over 100,000 views, I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah. And eventually, what did it get to in the end?
118,000 views.
118 grand.
In 3 days. Yeah. In 3 days. So a lot of people have actually watched the trailer. A lot of people like the trailer because on the comments, we have over over 280 comments.
And people are having like debates on there. People are talking about race. They're talking about, the quality of the film, the references in the movies. And we just kind of want that to happen because they're talking about films.
Exactly. There's a lot of serious cats out there that have really analysed this 2-minute trailer. Yeah. About, and they've gone into such detail that I really respect their views. And I really hope they listen to the show. They continue to, share their views and we can open up a dialogue because that's what it's all about, And a lot of their views are really poignant, about analysing the messaging, things that sometimes people don't really see.
Because you see a 2-minute trailer, you think, oh, that's good. But people, they break down the trailer.
Like an enzyme.
Exactly.
It's like,
and there's like other like references and like people were noticing about the White Rabbit. I mean, if you haven't seen it, go out and watch it and then maybe come back to this podcast. But, the thing about the White Rabbits and then the layers between us and them. Who's the good people? Who's the bad people? And I thought there was one fantastic bit of analysis that someone put on there. Please forgive me. But they said the mum, so your future wife, Lupita, she says to the kids, "Hey, get in rhythm."
Yeah,
Get in rhythm, right? And you know what? She was clicking her fingers
out
off
of rhythm.
rhythm.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? That just sets the whole thing up.
Yeah.
That was
I wasn't
wicked.
sure. I was like, whoa, that is kind of deep. Because I wasn't sure if that was actually something, or if it was something to do with just the editing. Because obviously sometimes when you make a film, the sound you get on set, you don't get the sound until after. So I wasn't sure if it was that, but if that's the case, that is really tight.
That's proper deep, man.
And also his Jaws t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, warning about something, a summertime tragedy that's about to happen.
Exactly. And like for people who might not know this, but I mean, like Jaws famously is based on a novel, and it's a film about which has a shark, but it's not really about a shark. It's about all your other fears that you have.
Yeah.
And this could be exactly that as well.
Yeah.
Fear of yourself.
Cannot wait. So so big shout out to all of those. All of the YouTube contributors.
Yeah, too many people.
So many people. I can't really mention. I've mentioned a couple. Ruby.
Yeah.
We had the Latina. I can't remember her name, but Diamond. I think her name is. But I got into a few back and forths with Ruby. Truth Seeker, I think her name is Ruby Truth Seeker. She's on a different plane. I said to her, "You're on a different plane of existence," because her knowledge and the breakdown and the way she even communicated, it was really I liked it. So to everyone that contributed on YouTube, keep contributing, keep letting your thoughts be known. Like us, subscribe, get onto the podcast. All our podcasts are now on YouTube. So for people that like YouTube, we're going to put it on there for you every week now. So so massive shout out to all of you.
That was wicked,
all of you Flixters, jump on board.
Yeah, and we've got to give another shout out to Paul Phoenix.
Yep, Paul Phoenix rises from the ashes.
Exactly.
Eek, eek. So Paul Phoenix made a he what was it? Was it Aquaman? I think he saw Aquaman.
Yeah.
I think it may have been Aquaman, or was it something else? I'm leaning towards Aquaman. I hope it is Aquaman.
Yeah. I mean, actually, but then again, I'm thinking to myself, I mean, he's probably not.
That's not the sort of film we're watching.
That's not the sort of film.
He made was it Bird Box?
It was Bird Box.
It was Bird Box. There you go.
And
I should
a couple
know.
other
Name
things.
like Phoenix, Bird, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's going to be...
And he was like kind of mentioning about Travelers Season 3.
Yes. He loves that, doesn't he? He's always talking about that.
So go out and kind of check that one out as well. But Paul Phoenix got in touch and he downloaded the show and he was loving episode number 30.
Yep.
And he, he's given us great feedback. So that was brilliant. You know, we love it. When
love
people download and get back in touch with us.
Also, just to mention the cinema ticket winner, Morpheus K, for last week. Congratulations for winning the cinema tickets.
Congrats, pal.
Yep, hope you watched a good film. I know you always do, so thank you very much. Congratulations.
And if you want to share a review of the film that you watched, bro, open space, do it.
There you go.
All right. Now, you know what? You mentioned Aquaman. So I just thought this might be a good time to let you know and let everyone else know, people who are interested, that Aquaman, the movie, this gigantic water-based superhero film has taken 500 million at the worldwide box office.
Yeah, and that was as of, I think, about a week ago.
I know.
About a week ago. So, and I think predictions... I've not got a crystal ball, but predictions, according to these economists and analysts, they say it could top $1 billion in the worldwide box office.
And that means it. Like I know a lot of people are thinking, right? Okay, yeah, but what about America? What about North America and stuff? I think it's going to do great. But a lot of the money that these films generate comes from worldwide sales as well.
And China being a big part of that.
Massive.
That's why a lot of these films need to be China friendly. Needs to be China friendly, so
that's just what he said. That it needs to be China friendly.
That's true.
Yeah. No, it's true. They got to cater for all these.
Wan, where's he from?
James
Wan, is he?
He's Chinese American. He's got to be Chinese American.
There you go. So already, the person that made the film, he's China friendly.
Exactly. You can't get more China friendly than that, right?
So that film is going to be there. They're going to let that film in, and Do Re Mi is going to flow.
Exacto. And I mean, there's already kind of like whispers. Our little birdies are already telling us
It's the birdies.
Yeah, look, our little fishes are already telling us about they're they're developing the story for Aquaman Part 2, and you know it's going to be kind of like even bigger, and it's going to be, you know, a new adventure. So just watch this space.
Do you know what I'd like to see? Some collaborations.
Yes.
You know what I would love to see Aquaman collaborate with? You just know it, yeah?
What? Go on.
Sharknado.
That would be brilliant. Where was bloody Aquaman when Sharknado was attacking?
That's the thing. I think Aquaman was Sharknado. I think him and Mira made the Sharknados do their thing.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, how can sharks just fly out of water?
How can they be like the premise of those movies? They're so bad yet so good.
Exactly.
Like, you know, and they work on. That's what they work on those films. So why not, man?
Is it 6 of them or 7?
Bro, man, seriously.
Sharknado.
There'd maybe be one here soon. All right, okay. Look, here's something that has kind of lit up the internet, and especially Twitter.
This nearly broke the internet,
exactly.
Mate.
And like you've mentioned. House of Cards.
Yeah.
You've said to me, Ammo, look, go out and watch it. It's really good. The first 4 seasons were like terrific, great performances. And then what happened was, amidst all of that, there was this Kevin Spacey allegation, sexual abuse allegation that happened like 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was the guy from
Star Trek, the blonde guy.
Yeah.
And Star Trek Discovery. I forgot his real name.
So there was this whole thing. So he was axed from Netflix. Took him out of House of Cards. I think Ridley Scott took him out of a movie.
Yeah, all the money in the world.
All the money in the world.
Replaced him with Christopher Plummer.
Exactly. And then, like, you know what? He went underground. He went underground.
He's been AWOL for a year.
AWOL. And then, all of a sudden...
Do you know what?
Right? All of a sudden...
On Christmas Day as well. Christmas Eve or something.
I was watching the news, right? I was on my phone. And then all of a sudden, I see... Right, watch this video of Kevin Spacey.
I think Paul Phoenix sent it out.
Yeah.
I think he sent it out, yeah.
And then, so basically, it's Kevin Spacey in the voice of the character
of
what's his name?
Of Frank. What's his name? Frank. What come to me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Frank Underwood.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Or Francis.
Yeah. So it's literally just Kevin Spacey. He's in character playing Frank, who's cooking something, looking into the camera in that voice, and he's coming up with it. He's basically it's a monologue.
Yeah.
And. Fuck, like Twitter just went on meltdown.
Crazy.
Then there was reaction from people. There was a reaction from. There was negative reaction as well. A lot of film stars. They got involved and they were like, you know, what the hell? What is this guy doing? It's too early to do something like this. But I mean, what's your take on it?
Do you know what? I got mixed emotions. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I got mixed emotions. And what I'm about to say may come back and haunt me in the future.
All I know is that I want to watch House of Cards even more now.
Oh my gosh, do you know what? All I can say is his character. Okay, first of all, let me detach Kevin Spacey from the character. I know it's hard to do because he acts the character out.
Sure.
But I'm going to try and detach them because they're two different things. But Frank Underwood, his name is Underwood, isn't it? Claire Underwood. Frank Underwood. Yeah. So first of all, his character in House of Cards, gangster. Yeah. Gangster character,
right?
Wicked character, wicked character. And obviously season 5 was the last season that he was in. Season 6 carried on, came out this year. Season 6 has happened. Season 6 it wasn't all that. I must say it was flat for me,
right?
Because it lacked him. And I'm going to say something that
say it, bro.
It may come back to haunt me, but how long was this video? Was it about 5-6 minutes?
It's about 5-6 minutes. He goes off on one. He's like a proper monologue in character, wickedly acted.
That 5-6 minutes, was better than the whole of season 6 House of Cards. Okay, I said it. I can't take it back now. It's out there.
Right,
I'll tell you,
enough.
He is. I mean, when I saw that, I thought, because someone sent it to me, and I thought, okay, this is going to be him apologizing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was exactly how his character would treat the situation.
Right.
His character is very stubborn.
Right.
His character will do the wrong thing and make he'll make sort of reasons that it was the right thing to do.
Right. Okay.
His character is like a gangster, kind of like a like a Don Perignon.
Yeah, and he's a politician.
gangster.
That's what politicians do.
They do what needs to be done, and they don't care about the repercussions.
Yeah,
and he was talking about the real life situation
exactly
in that character,
yeah.
and he was justifying this. He was saying, "Oh, the way he was saying, oh, do you guys
put me on trial?" Even
yeah,
before.
exactly.
I thought that was
and
wicked.
the way he just articulated it, it was like it made me question as well, because some of what he was saying was okay. So everyone's saying he's guilty for something that he's supposed to have done,
yeah,
which he could be guilty.
Yeah.
At the same time, he could not be.
Exactly.
I don't know. There's three sides to every story. There's his story, there's the guy's story, and there's the God's honest truth. Yeah,
right.
And it's like it's true. And so far, we haven't had both. Like, obviously, he's not really come out properly.
No,
and I think he should have come out as Kevin Spacey first.
Yeah, I think that's what what's pissed people off. They're like, why is he doing it in character?
Yeah. Like a year later, like he should have come out as Kevin Spacey first and dealt with the matter. Yeah, and then obviously, if whatever, then done this. But the way he done it, the way he went into character on this, for me, you know what? I just missed the character. I liked it in its isolated,
I think people are going to come out in support of this as well.
Oh my gosh.
And they are going to be like, "Yay, Kevin, we want Kevin back." And but the fact that he went underground for a year and just resurfaced, and he did it in this way,
and the production value is like, it looks like a scene out of House of Cards. No joke.
I know. So ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think. I mean, do you agree? Do you disagree? Was it a good thing?
It's going to now, obviously, I think the matter should be dealt with, because it was kind of like a limbo. Obviously, the person made the allegation, and whether it's true, whether it's not, it seems like it hasn't really been dealt with. It's like, kind of like it's in limbo. So this is definitely going to, conjure up more sentiment about that.
Oh, well done for you for using the word conjure up. All right,
we're going to get the other two. Trust me. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to get some sort of I guess conclusion, I would say. But yeah, performance wise, that for me was better than the whole season. The whole season of season six of House of Cards, for sure.
Okay, all right,
for sure.
Wow. Well, listen, any other Kevin Spacey fans out there, get in touch. Let us know. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Does this mean that he'll slowly start to be allowed back into? I
thought it was a joke at first. I thought this has got to be a joke, but it's real.
I know.
I thought no, this has got to be a joke. He can't be doing this seriously.
Yeah,
man.
Gosh. Right, okay, so now moving on, let's look at some Marvel news. And villains and new confirmed characters for Avengers Endgame. So what's that about?
Endgame. Marvel Avengers Endgame. As we saw, the trailer came out a couple of weeks ago now, blew up the internet. But there's all these conspiracies and all these theories about what could be happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know Thanos finger snap, decimation, was it?
Yeah, the decimation.
Decimation, half the life, yeah? Picture this. I want you to pause for a second, yeah? And think about all the life on planet Earth.
Oh, man.
Yeah? 7 and change billion people or something like that.
Yeah.
Always growing.
Yeah.
Yeah? So in an instant, half of the life disappears. Half of the life disappears.
It's madness.
Like that. But then that's in our small-minded view, because it's half of the life in the universe.
Yes.
Yeah? So half of the life in the whole universe gone half, just like that. So that is Thanos' work done. At the end of Avengers, we saw him chilling in his farm. He hung up his suit, scarecrow suit, hung it up. He smiled to the sunset, just like he said he would.
Well, yeah.
That's him done. So technically, he's got nothing to fight about. He's done his job.
Yeah.
Done. So the theory is now, who's going to be the next villain?
Yeah.
Who's going to be out there that's going to be causing the ruckus, causing the fight?
Yeah.
And there's all these theories. I mean, Galactus has been mentioned.
Annihilus, I think.
Annihilus has been mentioned, yeah. Annihilus. I mean, these are like cosmic entity level type people that require an Infinity Stone to fight them, to be honest. But also, there's been mention of more characters that have actually been confirmed, I would say, confirmed as to be in Avengers 4. And this again lends to the notion of the time travel element being a heavy element in the next film.
But do you, you said about the whole thing about Thanos, he's done his work, right? Washed his hands of it. He can chill out and relax now.
Hung up his glove.
That's it. He's hung up his glove, right? Seriously. And then, is there something that'll happen that'll make him like come out of, say, for example, retirement.
I think the next enemy, and the thing is, I don't even know who it's going to be.
Yeah,
They're
we
so
don't
good
know.
I mean, I could speculate forever. There's so
Exactly.
many big, like we mentioned Dormammu.
Yeah.
We mentioned.
But we've already seen him though, haven't we?
We've seen him already, but
Yeah.
I mean, if Dormammu hasn't been snapped, maybe Dormammu might think, okay, Earth is weak now. I'm going to try and come back and because a lot of these enemies out there, if half of the universe has been snapped out,
Yeah.
half of the defense
Is
snapped out.
exactly.
So some of these massive entities are still there. They might think, okay, now's a good chance for me to do what I was trying to do before.
Yeah.
So these enemies might return to try and take over planets and do their, baddie stuff that they do, want to
Yeah.
take over. But I could go on forever about,
Yeah,
about who
man.
the villains could be. I just don't know. But whoever it's going to be, they're going to be badass.
Yeah.
But I think if Thanos comes back into it, I've got a funny feeling he might be on the good side.
Good side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he might see as if someone else is trying to unsettle things, he might think, no, I've done my job.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing this. What are you doing? You're unsettling the balance. He's all about balance, isn't he?
Yeah.
But
And that would be really interesting.
very interesting. But on the side of other characters confirmation is now that the Ancient One has been on set and contributed to Avengers 4. Ancient One
Right.
from Doctor Strange.
From Doctor Strange.
Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton, yeah.
Yeah, and she was also one that understood time. Remember, she was obviously very old, but she froze her age.
Yeah.
So she would, and she had access to the time stone. She understands time.
Wow.
So maybe they go for her for advice on time. Who knows?
Yeah.
But there's been other characters that have been from the previous sort of Marvel films. I think Ronan the Accuser.
Right, okay.
He's been mentioned to be, have a part in this as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's quite a few people that I think it's all lending again to the time travel theory being even more solid now. They're going to go back in time. They're going to play some of these roles will be in it for like a minute.
Yeah.
It could be a minute screen time and that's it. Just to get some advice or change something that will help another event.
Yeah, and this lends to the kind of the thing that we spoke about, that it, the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Somehow, Scott Pym, he uses it, he gets back out, and he's able to kind of go to these different times, and that's why we saw images of, the old Captain America uniform.
Yep.
We saw that, so possibly he goes back to kind of when he's fighting the Red Skull, who knows? Talking about the Red Skull, now that he's released, they're saying, there's a kind of like a theory out there saying, oh, this will be like a great way for Captain America to kind of, there's a lot of talk about this being Chris Evans's last kind of film as Captain America. So this final battle, this final duel between Captain America and Red Skull, that could happen.
I think I know what's going to happen with Captain America though.
Go on.
I think I know.
Lay it down.
And it shows in the trailer. When he's got that pocket picture of
Penny.
Peggy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Peggy. Yeah.
I think that at the end of the battle, someone's got to go back to restore some sort of balance or something. I don't know. They're going to send Cap back to 1940, whenever.
Yeah.
He's going to have his dance with Peggy, and he's not going to be able to come back.
Yeah.
So he'll live out a different timeline,
Right.
and he'll be able to go back in the past, live his life as
Captain America, but from...
Yeah, exactly. From that timeline.
Yeah.
And in the current timeline, Captain America won't exist.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Oh, that's deep,
Because
man.
it's a bittersweet ending.
Yeah.
Cap's gone, but he got to have a bit of a happiness. Because remember, this guy's still a virgin as well.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
He's been waiting. He's been waiting for Peggy for so long.
He that dance. Remember, he always said to her, even when she died in Winter Soldier, he's like, I never got that dance. He just wants to dance.
I know. And we know what the dance is a euphemism for.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
we know it. That's what he really wants. He's a horny old flipping...
Yeah,
he's from the
100 and whatever year old.
Exactly.
They should do a film, 110-year-old virgin.
Exactly. That'd be
Imagine.
Cap. But yeah, I mean, look, there's so much kind of stuff, news coming out with Endgame, and the closer we get to kind of...
Yeah.
Release date, there's going to be more and more stuff. I'm sure there's going to be probably another trailer come out as well.
Another trailer. Also, it's meant to be currently, the Russo brothers have said it's currently standing at 3-hour runtime. And I think that they are looking at, because usually Disney don't like to release movies close to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Infinity War, I think, was 2 hours and 30 something,
Right.
I think it was, which is the longest film yet.
Yeah.
But it had so much.
It had a lot.
So this, I think, will touch 2 hours 45.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Okay, yeah, I imagine that. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind because
I'll sit through it all.
exactly,
I don't care.
man. And the trailers. Right. Okay. Again, with with the Marvel Universe, Captain Marvel has confirmed that Jude Law is playing Marvel. And remember, we kind of had a bit of a back and forth about this. We were saying, oh, what character is he going to be? He's going to be good. He's going to be bad. But he is playing Marvel. And this is somehow his powers get transferred to Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we still don't know. He could still be good or bad. I mean, we don't know. So far, he looks like a good guy.
Yeah.
In the comics, Marvel is a good guy.
Yeah.
But we just don't know what's going to happen.
There's a bit of a dark side to it as well.
Ominous kind of angle to it. But yeah, Marvel in the comics, he died of cancer actually. Yeah, he died of cancer in the comics. It's one of the saddest like deaths in the comics in the I think it was the 80s. I think it was. I can't remember. But in the comics, he actually died of cancer. And I think even I'm getting it wrong. I think even Thanos was by his bedside.
What?
It's a weird one. I think Thanos may have been by his bedside when he died or something. It's a weird one. I don't know. In the comics, anything goes in it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know what happened, but he actually So it'd be interesting to see how his character plays out, and if he lives to the end. If he doesn't, what kills him, and if Captain Marvel, Brie Larson gets her powers from him or the Psyche Magnetron, which is a machine that she can also get her powers from in another version of the comics.
Okay.
I think it's called that. All these funny names, what it's like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for this film.
I can't wait.
9th of March.
Is it? Oh, sorry, 9th of March.
9th of March, yeah. Or maybe no, it's the 8th. I think you're right. I think it's the 8th, yeah. But I can't wait. I literally can't wait. That's literally, as we stand, that's literally about 10 weeks away,
Which is nada.
That's about 10 weeks away, mate.
That's nothing. That's just going to be like... Forget 10 about
weeks away. I'm there.
Well, exactly.
Trust me.
And again, with Marvel, Kevin Feige, he gave a little talk just recently, and one of the questions that was pushed, which was asked to him was, hey, Kevin, can you let us know about X-Men and about Fantastic Four? What is happening with that? And it was really interesting. Look, the thing is, officially, the deal hasn't happened yet. However, what he did say was that he's very, very, very happy with the talks that are going on, and he can see the development happening. And I think for me, that just confirms it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what? Marvel will get them back, into the, cinematic universe, and we will definitely see new X-Men movies. We'll see a new Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And that can only mean great things.
Great things. And there's a loose date as to when it may actually close, which is towards the end of January 2019.
Right.
Even if it's a bit later, that's still good.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's if it's the first half of the year, that's great.
Yeah.
But I think if it does happen, going forward, it could be one of the reasons. Well, Endgame.
Yeah.
Or I guess Infinity War. I should say the Decimation Finger Snap.
Yeah.
Some people are saying it could be a good reason or a good way to get in these X-Men, get in these Fantastic Four, because the reality of the world or the universe would have been, ruptured.
Yeah.
So it could change reality. It could change which superheroes exist in the Marvel cinematic universe and so on. So it could be perfect timing to introduce these new characters.
What I'm thinking, this is way, way, way down the line, but I'm just thinking about who is going to play the next Wolverine. I'm just like,
could it be Keanu Reeves, like we said?
Like we said last week. But there's just like so many things. And I think you mentioned just off air, somebody put something up about Zac Efron.
Oh, come on. If that happens, that happens, no.
Let's get real, ladies and gentlemen. There's some really good options out there, and there's some bad options. And like Zac Efron as Wolverine, I just don't see it. But what I do want to do is just think about, okay, there are these different possibilities. Kevin Feige, they're bringing in great writers, and there are a lot of directors out there who would love to take on board the project. So, yeah, man, over the next 2 or 3 years, we're definitely going to see some more X-Men. Definitely.
Can't wait. I reckon even Hugh Jackman, if he gets paid enough, he might come for a little cameo.
Could do. could definitely do that.
So
yeah. Okay, so that was that. Now, have you heard of a comic book called The Boys?
No.
Okay, neither have I. So, listeners, have you heard of a comic book called The Boys? Well, apparently,
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Apparently, this is a cult. This is a cult classic. This is a comic book, right, which has been going on for a while, and it's kind of held, close to heart to a lot of people. And Amazon Prime are getting in on the act, and they bought the rights, just like they did with Preacher.
Okay.
Because that was a cult classic,
yeah.
really massive, big favorite of people. And is it Seth Rogen, the guy behind Seth Rogen?
Behind Seth Rogen.
Yeah, what's he?
Superbad and all that.
Superbad and all that sort of stuff.
The Interview and
Exactly.
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Like, big comedian, makes comedy films with our friend
Jonah Hill.
So all those guys. He was in this film called This Is the End, which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah.
So he's in that, and he was behind The Preacher.
Was it him?
Yeah, Seth Rogen's behind Preacher,
What?
bringing that to Amazon Prime, and he's also behind this. Now,
Okay.
things get interesting because I'm a big fan of Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg has always had the dream of playing one of the characters. These are superheroes.
Okay.
And he always wanted to play one of the superheroes, but obviously it was in development hell and it never got made. And then obviously Simon Pegg went off to do other stuff, and he's become older. He can't play the role that he wanted to play.
Oh.
But Seth Rogen apparently kind of said, like, "Hey, we've written a role for you. You're gonna play the dad of one of the superheroes."
yeah.
So he's in it. But yeah, this looks interesting. It's about child superheroes.
Superheroes are taken over, aren't they?
This is it.
With the Umbrella Academy.
The Umbrella Academy.
Wow.
I think these big companies, Amazon, Netflix, YouTube, they're just buying up these properties, and because there's money to be made. People want to see this stuff.
Exactly.
So we'll give you more information on this, but check it out. It's called The Boys, and it's going to be coming on Amazon Prime really soon. Right, okay. Now, do you remember Home Alone?
Yeah, of course. Kevin, yeah?
Kevin, Macaulay Culkin, really, really, really famous movie. Did massive money. It spawned 2 sequels, Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3. And within this movie, right, there's a scene where Kevin, he's at home, he is being kind of targeted by 2 thieves. And remember, this is a kid-friendly film, right? This is rated PG, right?
Gosh.
So 2 thieves, they kind of scoping out the house. Kevin's all alone, home alone, and to help him out and to kind of scare whoever's outside, he kind of like puts this movie together, and it's a black and white movie. And in the movie, the guy is like a gangster, and there's a scene in there where Kevin, he pauses it. He's like, "Who are you, you filthy animal?" And the guys outside are like, "Oh my God, shit, there's someone inside." So, cut long story short, for years and years and years and years and years, we all thought that movie was a real movie. But we just found out that it was a fake.
Are you serious?
They just filmed that movie within the movie, and it was fake. And I'm not joking, Deval, the internet has broken. Chris Evans, Seth Rogen, like you name it, they all got involved, and they're like, they cannot believe it. I can't believe it. Seriously, man. It was just so like, whoa. And I needed to share that with you all because I needed to get that off my chest, because Home Alone is a Christmas movie, and you know what? You filthy animals. But yeah, so go check out Home Alone if you haven't seen it. And that scene, which you thought was a real film, isn't really a real film.
Nuts.
All right, okay. Tell us about New Gods.
Okay, so as you know, we believe in the 7 kingdoms, and we pray to the old gods and the new
gods.
Because I'm a brother of the Night's Watch. I will father no children. I will keep watch of the White Walkers until my last days.
Oh shit, man.
So sorry, I'm just going off on the title. I don't know
Big
where I went,
yeah.
but yeah, so DC's New Gods. So as we mentioned it before, actually, a couple of times.
Yeah.
Ava DuVernay, I can say her name right now.
Yeah.
Who's famous for, she's done the documentary 13th.
Yeah.
She's done A Wrinkle in Time, Disney's Wrinkle in Time, that came out in March 2018.
Yeah.
She's done a whole host of projects, and she's tipped to be like a massive heavyweight in the movie industry.
And she was tipped to direct like a Marvel film.
She was tipped, I think, to do Captain Marvel, and also I think she was tipped to do Black Widow. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
And Black Panther. She was also...
Yeah, her name was in the hat.
Her name was in the hat for Black Panther, but obviously it didn't happen. But yeah, so she is currently working on DC's New Gods. DC's New Gods is it's a world. It's like it's New Gods, man.
No.
So it was created by, or co-created, I should say, Jack Kirby, the legendary
Jack Kirby.
Who created a world of New Gods, and some of the characters that reside within the New Gods sort of world. You have Darkseid from Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, yeah.
Orion, who hails from, I guess, Greek mythology. Orion's belt, you know, the constellation?
Yeah, well, you would know.
Mr. Miracle. You have Big Barda, to name a few. And these, basically, all these heavyweights are, as they say on the tin, they're New Gods. They are of immense power, of immense status within the DC sort of galactic. They're almost like the sort of Guardians of the Galaxy type,
sure,
you know, space-based creatures.
Yeah.
Darkseid is what was sort of alluded to in Batman and Superman, firstly, and then in Justice League.
Yeah.
So Steppenwolf was working for Darkseid, trying to, you know, I guess, ready the Earth for Darkseid's arrival.
To come and, like,
so Darkseid is a big, he's like a Thanos level type. I think even in reality, I think if Thanos didn't have the Infinity Stones, Darkseid would wipe the floor with him.
Yeah.
Darkseid has got the, what's it called? He's got this beam, this laser beam that I don't know, I can't remember its name, but the laser beam, once he's got his eyes set on you, the laser beam doesn't stop until it gets you.
A bit like you then.
Honestly, the laser beam, it will do zigzags, it'll go around corners, it will literally, it's like a heat seeker, but it's a laser.
Are we talking about laser here?
Yeah. Honestly.
Are we talking about something else? I don't know. All right, so basically, DC's New Gods, so this is, as a comic book, this came out a while ago, right?
Yeah. This is in the 70s, I believe.
Okay, so
Jack Kirby was with Marvel.
He was with Marvel,
or Timely Comics, I think at the time. I think it was, but he had fallen out with Jack Kirby with Stan Lee.
Yeah,
I think it was over rights or payment or something like that. He had a bit of a fallout with the comic with Marvel in general, not just Stan Lee, but a bit of a falling out. So he went to DC. This happened a lot. A few people went from DC and so on. Jim Starlin, he was also the co-creator, or I think the creator of Thanos. He originally was working with Jack Kirby when they came up with the New Gods and so on. So when he went to DC, he created Thanos in 1970 something or 1991, one of them. Yeah. But then obviously he wrote the Infinity Gauntlet. So you can kind of see the New Gods and Thanos kind of coexisting.
In you know, the galactic kind of universe.
They kind of look similar as well, Thanos and Darkseid. So you can see where it came from. Yeah. But so the New Gods, basically, she's working on the project. This is a massive project.
It is huge.
New Gods, I mean, these are of Titan level, you know, creatures. Yeah. You know, so they've got to be dealt right. Their powers, their backstory, their motivations. If you do it wrong, it'll just be limp.
Yeah.
It won't.
Yeah, exactly.
It won't land.
So in terms of kind of like, how would you combat that? Which other characters could they bring into? Because obviously you're not going to have Batman fighting.
No, it's not going to be Earth based. Yeah, which is why I think it's going to be quite difficult. Because so far there's been nothing apart from Steppenwolf. In Justice League. There's been nothing to really link anything to the New Gods. So I think, as they always do, they're going to have to, I think, somehow link it to Earth, because otherwise people are going to be like, who are these people? Yeah, I mean, even Guardians of the Galaxy, that wasn't based on Earth, but it had a bit of a link to Earth because of the kid. Yeah, the kid was from Earth, so that was it. But it was such a comedic film that people didn't really care. They just loved the film.
Yeah.
Whereas the New Gods are typically a darker type of, sort of, I guess, people. They're more boss level. They want to rule things, take over things. So I'm not sure what the tone's going to be like.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to wait and see. But for me, this one could be either really great or it could really fall.
Yeah.
And according to what DC are doing now, they're finding success through lighter properties,
Making it a bit comedic.
more fun. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how the New Gods are going to fit into this, and if they're even going to tie in with what we're seeing so far.
What, with Aquaman and
DC might just become a whole standalone, universe. It may not link up so well because they can't do it, can they?
Yeah. And talking of Wonder Woman, you mentioned on the show notes that it's wrapped.
Yeah.
Filming's wrapped
1984. Wonder Woman has wrapped, yeah. Gal Gadot, she gave me a call the other day.
Yeah.
And said, just so you know, we have finished filming, so I'll be able to come and see you next weekend.
So what she sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay. What, do you reckon she's coming on the show, right?
Yeah, she might come in on the show.
All right,
yeah,
okay,
she
cool.
might come in on the show, so we'll see. But yeah, it's wrapped. The release date has been pushed back. As you remember, it was supposed to be summer.
What does this mean?
No, it was supposed to be. So it was supposed to be November, I think. It was supposed to be November 2019. Now it's summer 2020. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that.
Something's not right.
I think they're trying to imitate the summer release of 2017's Wonder Woman,
right? And
trying to recapture the summer vibe,
Yeah, but we know that Chris Pine is going to be in this one.
He's going to be in it somehow, coming back from the death, or I guess.
Can she go? No, she can't go back in time, can she? Has she got the power to, like, because do you remember Superman? He can.
Oh, don't.
Do you remember what was it? Superman 2, was it? I can't remember, where he flies around the planet.
That's such a stupid way.
He flies all that, and then he turns the Earth's axis.
Scientifically,
so
that would ruin the Earth. That would if he stopped. I mean, that will throw us out of orbit of the sun almost. That would just unbalance the world in so many ways. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But I think it is a. Yeah, the timeline, because the first one was back in the World War One, wasn't it?
World War One, I think.
It was, or World War Two, one of them. Yeah. And then this one, 1984. So I think this one hasn't really caught up with present day. It's still looking at the past. So it's not her going back in time. It's just the past.
Right.
All her films are in the past. So I'm not sure how. Maybe it could be a shapeshifter. I don't know why Chris Pine is in it. And the Flash, he's not. By then, the Flash hasn't even been made.
No.
So they can't use him to go back in time. So I think it's just her films are always going to be back in time until they catch up.
Okay, cool.
So, but yeah, I mean, I still want to. It's going to have a cheetah. In the film, it's going to have a few other, I guess, characters that are going to be introduced. But I like Wonder Woman. For me, she's my favorite Justice League member.
Yeah,
she can fight.
Big
she's
surprise.
Serious. Yeah, I like her a lot. I like her a lot. So yeah.
I love that cheeky smile that she gives. There was a bit where she's fighting
Darkseid. Doomsday. And he hits her.
And then she blocks him, and then she just makes that little cheeky smile. I thought that was wicked.
That's her character in the comics. She loves a fight.
Yeah,
she loves a fight.
Yeah, and you know what? The whole whip. No, is it the whip? No, it's the lasso of truth, man. That's brilliant. Yeah. There's a scene in Justice League where Aquaman, he's sitting on it.
Yeah.
He starts coming out with all this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good scene. But anyway, okay, look. Here's a film that you mentioned last week. So, ladies and gentlemen, Devour reviewed a film called Bird Box on last week's episode. If you haven't seen it, go out and watch it. Listen to the review. And I mentioned this because in the space of a week, right, this film has done massive. It's done really, 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 really big numbers. And according to Netflix, Netflix confirms that 45 million viewers have watched the film.
45 million viewers.
45 million. And it's just broken records. It's like smashed it. And I asked you this question. Why are people doing it? Why are kind of like big Hollywood actors moving on to the small screen?
That answers the question right there.
Exactly.
That answers the question, because
this is it. Look at the exposure, 45 million views for this film. So hell, yeah, of course, people are going to do it. and they're already calling this like a Netflix cult classic.
Yeah,
already calling it a cult classic.
So far, I can't mention this film to anyone without them knowing what it is.
Yeah,
having seen it or gonna see it soon.
Everyone
knows what it is.
I'm definitely watching it. Yeah,
everyone knows what Bird Box is. It's crazy, and the name is so obscure, but it just
Bird Box,
exactly. Great,
yeah. All right, okay. Well, look, I think that's
it for the news.
That wraps up for the news, right?
That wraps up the news for the last time this year.
Oh gosh. Right. Okay. So now let us move on to the UK's box office top 10, and interestingly, we have got. Let's have a look at number 10. I was having a look at this, right, and we've got one of these event cinemas again. So at number 10, we've got La Traviata.
La Traviata.
La Traviata.
The travesty.
The travesty.
I don't know.
Could be the transvestite. I don't know. Who knows? No, but I mean, this is sorry. This is this is. I think this is like really famous. This is really famous. I'm taking the piss over here, but I don't want to take the piss. I don't want to offend anyone.
No.
But at number 10, Event Cinema is La Traviata, and it's already taken 275 grand. So people love them.
People are going to the opera in the cinema.
People, you got to be a real kind of like fan favorite of that. Now here's a new entry. I have not heard anything about this movie. It's been out for a couple of weeks, but at number 9 it's called Free Solo.
Is that Free Solo? Is it like Han Solo? Is he in prison?
Yeah, but what is it? What have you heard about this one?
I hadn't heard anything about it.
Okay.
I didn't even know about it.
I didn't even know about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've heard about it, let us know, because obviously the Flixters, we've missed a couple of films. Okay, number 8, right? It's been in the charts for 9 weeks. It just took over 500,000 in the last week. So far, it's taken 45 million. I'm talking about Bohemian Rhapsody. It's still in the top 10.
I still need to see it. I've been bad. Forgive me for I have sinned.
It's 9 weeks. We've been talking about this film for 9 weeks.
9.5 weeks, if you want to get a bit saucy.
If you want to get a bit saucy. All right, number 7. God, this is doing well as well. It's been in the charts for 6 weeks, and it's Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. A big hit for Warner Brothers there, actually. So if you haven't seen it, go out and watch that one. Let us know what you think. Again, another Warner Brothers film. Number 6 is Creed 2. It's doing really well. Keep going, keep watching it. I mean, I think what I mentioned was, I said, look, it's more of a Rocky film than a Creed film, but it's still got a lot of heart in there to make it kind of excel and punch above its weight, if I can use that phrase. Number 5, number 5, Mortal Engines. Now, I kind of stayed away from this one.
Yeah. This one needs to go to the garage. Take it into the garage. The engine needs replacing. A lot of work.
Yeah, exactly. All right, number 4, a film which you have seen and you reviewed this a couple of weeks ago. This is Disney's Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yep.
All right, so that's that one. Number 3, The Grinch. Christmas movie.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it, but
yeah. Number 2, this has been a big hit around the world, and especially in America. It's done really, really well. This is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Some people are calling it the best Spider-Man film of all time.
Yeah?
Yes.
Of all time?
Of all time.
Wow.
Can you believe it? It's like...
That's a statement. That's a bold statement.
It is. And it just opens... What I love about it is it just opens up the universe for so many more things to come.
Yeah.
New character, Miles Morales, person of colour, and, some people out there are probably tired of seeing Peter Parker as being the main kind of Spider-Man. But here we get a different take on the Spider-Man legend. And it's great. Go out and watch it. Take your kids. Take your grandma. Take whoever. Okay, the UK's number 1 box office film this week is Aquaman.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. A lot of people are watching this. A lot of people are going to the cinema during Christmas festive season, taking their families. And so far, the feedback I've had from people that I know have watched it is that it's a fun film. And it's true. It's a fun film.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Excuse the pun, but
yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's an instant classic. I wouldn't go that far, but you know what? For DC, this is a big hit for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deval, what have we got coming up in the Blu-ray section?
There was one thing of note that I saw coming up on Blu-ray or DVD, which is Black Mirror season 4. Yeah, and I think it's perfect timing actually, because we're going to talk more about Black Mirror a bit later. But Black Mirror season 4 was a really, really, they're all good seasons to be honest, but it seems to be getting better and better.
Yeah.
Season 4 included the episode, I think, was filmed by Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster, yeah. And Bryce Dallas Howard.
She was in one of them as well, the social media one. I think that was season 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, in season 4, I mean, it's just. I mean, they had the episode with the machine that can see what you saw, or it can tell if you're lying. I think it was. Yeah, it's just Black Mirror is just great.
Yeah, and why is it? To tell me about the timing.
Because they've released a new episode actually, another Black Mirror episode, which is a surprise release to me.
Right.
And sometimes I think a couple of years ago they released a White Christmas episode that starred the guy from what's his name?
I think I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a guy from that TV show with the marketing Mad Men. The star of Mad Men.
John Hamm.
John Hamm, yeah. So they released an episode starring him a couple of years ago during Christmas, like a special.
And it was a British actor as well.
Yeah, it was the guy that was in Prometheus, and he was in
Ralph's
Sprawl.
Yeah.
And he was in that film where they go trekking across.
Okay, The Ritual.
The Ritual, yeah. Yeah, and you mentioned that he was in Life of Pi, innit? He got replaced.
He was a replacement for Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man. Flip it, look at how it's all connected.
I know, connect four.
Exactly. But yeah, so it's definitely worth our listeners to go out and kind of like hunt this down.
It's one of the best things on Netflix. I will say that.
Yeah.
If you like Bird Box, Bird Box for me is almost like a feature-length episode of a Black Mirror episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. Black Mirror is wicked.
All right, so folks, you know what you need to do for New Year's. Get this for
Black
someone.
Or if you're on Netflix, it's on Netflix, I think, as well. So watch it. Yeah.
Watch it. All right, okay. Now, what else have we got coming out on streaming or on trailers?
So trailer. So we kind of briefly mentioned it. I think. I know.
Yeah.
We mentioned it
Yeah.
In the shout outs actually. But the Us trailer has dropped. If you haven't seen the Us trailer, go to our YouTube channel and click, trailers. The Us trailer is there. Watch it 10,000 times. It is a great trailer. It shows us what's going to happen, or what's supposedly going to happen in the upcoming film Us, which is released, I think, on the 15th of March 2019.
Yeah.
And this trailer has broken the internet. It's broken our YouTube channel.
Exactly.
It's one of the most viewed trailers out there right now.
Yeah, and just to add to that, listen to what they do to the track,
music.
The music. Listen to what they do.
Is it Lunas? I got 5 on it.
And you know what, right? You think, oh man, this is a brilliant summer tune, and you're dancing, you get into the rhythm, and then they just slow it down. And you know what? It just a whole different take on it.
It gets scary.
It gets weird. It gets freaky, and so much shit going on in that trailer. And I found myself pausing it at certain bits. I was like, oh, what's that? What's this? And that's the genius of a filmmaker, make you do that. So go out and watch Us. Which is the trailer.
But just before we go on, I don't know if you, Lupita Nyong'o, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But her doppelganger, do you see how crazy
and
the way they were running?
Man.
Sometimes it's the body language that shits you up.
I know. There's a bit in there where I've forgotten his name. Who's the lead guy's name? What's the lead guy's name?
Winston Duke. He was in Black Panther. He was Black Panther. He goes, M'Baku.
Yeah, M'Baku. So M'Baku, he's like there with his baseball bat. He's like, "Come on now,
if you want to play, we can play."
And then all of a sudden they start running. I was like, "What the f?"
Oh my gosh! And the way they run, they spread out and everything.
They're like animalistic. It's like really. Yeah. So check it out.
I can't wait for this film. I
know. I know.
March, yeah. Do you know what we've got coming in March? Captain Marvel and this. Yeah. I may even mention Glass in January.
I know.
Do you know, next, I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'll probably say it again and again. The first 6 months of next year will blow your mind.
I know, man.
Take this journey with us, yeah?
Come with us.
First 6 months. And I even mentioned Game of Thrones, yeah?
Oh, yeah, fuck.
The first 6 months next year will ruin everything. Oh, my gosh.
All right. What else is out on streaming?
Dark.
Or trailing?
Have you seen The Dark? You've not seen it, have you?
Of course, the German one. Man.
It's
love
getting dark in
this
here. So
show.
please turn on the lights.
I've never more wanted to learn German.
Yeah,
right? Seriously,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Just like, and there's so many layers to
So
this show.
many layers, so
and I
many.
thought I would not be able to watch this, but OMG, I watched it. I loved it. I watched the first episode. I was like, no, fuck this. I got to watch it all. And
I watched it all in, I think, 2 days.
Yeah, me too.
Another recommendation from Paul Phoenix wins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You know what? We got to get him on the show, you know.
Oh, man. The insight
We got to shout out to Paul Phoenix. He's got to come on the show because I think he's going to add a bit of winning.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, right, so the trailer for this has dropped. If you have not seen this, ladies and gentlemen, if you love your Stranger Things, if you love your time travel, if you love your sci-fi, your drama, like, you know, there's so much stuff going on in this show, right?
It's a different twist. It's not the American or the British twist. It's a German twist.
Exactly.
It's Vorsprung Dutch technique. Yeah,
man, and it's good.
It's good. Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
All right. Okay. Now here's one from the here's a
blast from the past. I think 1969. I think
exactly. So this is out on Hulu.
Yep.
Hulu, and this is Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yes.
I've got to admit, yeah. I've seen this film a couple of times.
Oh,
I actually liked it. I liked this film. Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Ah, lovely.
This is a good film. I saw this film like years ago, just on my Jack Jones, just by myself. I don't know why I watched it. I was just there. Sometimes, you know, when you're there and like a film comes on, the remote control is too far away, so you think, okay, let me just watch it.
Yeah.
And I was hooked.
Yeah.
This is a pleasant film.
And people talk about this film all the time.
Yeah.
You know, as it being one of the classics from the 60s. Is it 60s?
I think it's 69, you know.
Right,
I want to say 69. Maybe it could be earlier.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, so but yeah, I've heard a lot about this film. I have not seen it. So this is out on Hulu, right?
Yeah, it's a good film, I must say. It's a good film.
Okay, brilliant. And what else? All right, okay. I've seen this.
You've seen it?
No, sorry. I mean, I've seen this being advertised.
Okay.
But I have not seen it.
Okay.
This is the Bill Murray stories, life lessons learned from a mythical man. And this is out on Netflix.
Yeah.
What is this?
This is some sort of documentary type sort of thing, I think.
Yeah.
But, you know, Bill Murray is one of those characters that is like, he's an enigmatic, eccentric.
I'd love to meet him.
He's like one of those like people that everyone wants as an uncle kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I also hear that he's hot and cold.
He can be a bit touchy.
You love him or you hate him.
He can be a bit touchy sometimes.
Did you hear about the Lucy Liu thing that happened on
Charlie's Angels? Yeah. I heard about that.
That's why Bernie Mac was in the second one.
Right, exactly. And then I also heard this crazy story. Obviously, don't know if it's true, that he walked into someone's house while they were having a party.
Yeah.
And he started doing the dishes.
Is it?
Yes.
This man's a nutter.
This guy's a nutter. Crazy.
But he said to Lucy Liu in the first Charlie's Angels, he said, hey, I know why Drew Barrymore's here and Cameron Diaz, they can act, but why are you here? And then that caused beef. I think she started to throw blows at him. And she had to be pulled apart. And from that, they got like
crash
bad
and burn,
blood.
man.
And then second one, he didn't come back.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, so he's an eccentric character, but I think this Netflix production should be quite interesting because it says lessons learned from a mythical man. So maybe it's talking about his life and his lessons he's learned, as opposed to him teaching people. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. But I mean, Bill Murray, what a character. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you can find on streaming and on trailers. Now, if you want to watch something which is probably a bit old, a bit off kilter, and you want to be reminded of just how good some films are, have a listen to this next section because we're going to bring you our anniversary corner.
I heard that.
So we are going to come up with some films which go back from 30 years all the way to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And we are starting off with a film from 2008, which is called Deviance.
It's actually meant to be Defiance. I'll tell you, you know what? On my phone, yeah. Sometimes a lot of times
correct.
Yeah,
I hate it. I know.
I do edit the program a lot from my phone. I'll be honest, because I'm on the move sometimes and I do it.
Yeah.
And I spell Defiance. And then for some reason the phone thinks I want to say something else.
Yeah.
But because I don't check it because I'm doing it so quickly, it's come out as Deviance. But no, it's Defiance.
Defiant, right?
Yeah, starring Bond, Daniel Craig.
Bond.
Is that Daniel Craig or Craig Daniel?
Craig David. No, it's Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig, isn't it? Yeah.
Daniel Craig. Craig David is a second.
People with two first names. I got confused.
Man, seriously, why?
And then you got the Liverpool right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's got three first names.
Three first names, exactly. Why can't they just be simple like Gagandeep and like Gagan? No, who's our guy?
Babangida.
Babangida. All right, okay. So tell us about
Defiance.
this film.
So Defiance stars Daniel Craig. Also stars Lev Schreiber.
Right. Yes.
He played Sabretooth
in X-Men,
and he's in Ray Donovan.
Yes.
That guy. And it also stars the one that was in. He was a dancer, Billy Elliot. And he was also in Fantastic Four as the Rock, Ben Grimm.
Yeah, I know who exactly you're talking about.
He was also in Jumper.
He was
been in a few films. Toby something or Tobin Bell.
Liam Bell.
No, it's Tobin Bell. It's not Liam Bell, is it? Something Bell.
Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell.
Got there in the end. Where the hell did bloody Tobin come from? Jamie.
No, you're thinking of the other Tobin in it. He was a Magneto, Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom.
Tobin something.
Tobin, yeah. But this guy is Jamie Bell.
Yeah. So Daniel Craig, Liv Schreiber,
Jamie
Bell.
Yeah.
Star as brothers.
Yeah.
This is I think during the Second World War.
Yeah, World War.
And I guess the Defiance. The reason it's called Defiance is because they're fighting back against Nazis, basically. And Defiance, I guess, it's a word that can be seen both ways. Like you could like in that situation when you're being oppressed, you could conjure up the courage. Say that again.
Yeah.
You could conjure up the courage and the grit and the determination that all culminates into a form of defiance against the oppressors.
The oppressor, yeah.
Yeah, and fight back against them. That's like a form of defiance. And I think in this film, they actually do that. They rally the troops, but they rally the people of the village to fight against their oppressors.
Yeah,
and
which is a hard thing to do.
It's very hard because the oppressors have all the weapons, all the organisation. They're the ones that have the numbers, and they've got the advantage. Yeah. So you're almost gonna you're gonna die pretty much.
You're gonna die.
Yeah,
right,
but you want to die on your feet rather than die on your knees. So the defiance in that respect is that. But you've also got other defiance as well. When I think defiance can be like a positive and negative thing, can't be almost.
Totally.
But this is the positive version of defiance. Yeah. When you're fighting something that is a just cause. So yeah, I mean, the film, I've not seen it. It sounds like I have, but I haven't.
No, but I mean, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, I haven't seen the film, but I knew a bit about the story, set in World War, and it was about this kind of villagers and fighting back.
I think it's based on true events, from what I understand. So yeah, interesting.
And it'd be interesting just to kind of see, the dynamic between Lev, is it Lev?
Lev, I think it's Lev or
Lev Schreiber and Daniel Craig. And this is, actually Casino Royale was made in 2006.
2006 was it?
Yeah,
okay.
So he was a big star after Casino Royale.
In 2008 also, the second one came out. The Quantum of Solace came out.
Quantum of Solace,
I think that's 2008 too,
So it's, big movies. He's a big star. Yeah. He could probably get any film made probably at that point.
Yeah.
So
that's got the best Bond chick for me.
Olga Kurylenko.
She's my favourite one.
She was lovely. Yeah.
She's half Peruvian and half Russian or something.
Yeah, and it was filmed in Chile. The ending was filmed in Chile.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's filmed
Obviously,
in Chile.
You'll know that.
Even though they say Peru or Bolivia, it was filmed in Chile. Yeah,
and you were obviously on set.
I was there. I was like, hey, make sure you get it right. No. But okay, Defiance is. It sounds interesting.
You always get chili in there, innit? You always get chili in there.
I got to big up my second home, man. All right, now this film.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was like, no, this is what's going on here. And I got to say, I enjoyed it. I watched this film. Do you know that I enjoyed it? It's just dumb fun.
Crazy film. Crazy.
And this goes back 15 years to 2003, and it's two iconic horror characters.
Mm-hmm.
You got Freddy Krueger versus Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
They come together in this kind of melee of...
I don't even know. How did they come together? How did the universes...
I know.
I can't remember.
You know what? This is so etched in my brain. So basically... fucking hell. For someone who said it's been etched in the brain, I'm bloody lost for words right now. But basically, what happens is... Freddy Krueger gets awoke. He all the kids of Elm Street, all the children there, they've forgotten...
they forgot him.
They forgot him. So he has no power.
Come on.
He has no power because they've all... there's
he
no...
needs to be remembered. Remember me.
Exactly. He needs to be remembered, right? And what happens is, Freddy, for him to be remembered, he needs for something to happen. Mm-hmm. So Freddy... conjures up an image of Jason's mum inside Jason's mind, and that awakens Jason to start going on a killing spree. People then start getting terrified, and then they start thinking of Freddy Krueger, and then they both are in there. Oh my gosh, man. It's madness. It is absolute madness.
Crazy.
But I mean, it's silly, but I still end up watching it, and I flipping enjoyed it. It's just dumb fun.
And it's funny, a year later, Alien vs. Predator came out.
Right.
2004, I believe, I think.
So it was the year of the years of the verses. Yeah.
Also, that Jason vs. Freddy had Kelly Rowland
in
and
it.
Busta Rhymes, was it?
Was
he
Busta
in it
Rhymes?
as well?
I can't remember. I think so. But when I saw Kelly Rowland in there, and she lays an F bomb in there, I was just like,
I know.
what?
I know, Destiny's Child. She's nice. I do like her.
Yeah, she's lovely. Yeah.
I think she survived till near the end.
Near the end of it, yeah. But there's a bit in there where so then they start like fighting. Jason, like Freddy Krueger, starts doing martial arts, and he's doing like drop kicks. He's doing like flying kicks on
Robert
Jason.
Englund, man.
I know, man. This guy. And then the film ended where Jason survives. Freddy's got his head chopped off, but then he winks at the camera. And I was just like, oh gosh, this is like...
Them people don't die. They don't die.
Exactly.
My
so,
gosh.
if you want to see...
He winks at the camera.
He winks at the camera. Exactly. It's just so crazy, man. But so if you want to go watch that, ladies and gents, please do watch it.
So he broke the fourth wall.
He did, before Deadpool.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Oh, man.
Now, this one, you're going to have to remind me now, because from the show to the re-releases to the recent ones... Does this have Smokey Man in it?
That sounds really rubbish, you know. But yeah, X-Files, 1998. 20 years ago, X-Files. Yeah. I was a massive fan of the X-Files from when it first came out in 1991. David Duchovny, Gillian Anderson,
who's British,
Mitch Pileggi, who starred as the bald guy, the assistant director Skinner.
Yeah, exactly, Skinner.
Was he always assistant director Skinner?
I know.
He was a beefy guy, you know.
He was.
He looked like a PE teacher.
And you knew
like
that if he exploded, he was gonna kick your ass, man. You know.
And then you had the Smoking Man as well.
Smoking Man. So he's in this, right?
Yeah. So I mean, so this is the movie.
Yeah.
So this came out during, I guess, or towards the end. No, yeah, the TV series was still
until 2001, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, and then they sort of recast with the T1000.
Yeah, Robert Patrick.
Yeah. But no, X-Files for me was wicked. That period, it was all about X's, X-Men, X-Files.
Yeah.
That's what it was all about, and I loved it. X-Files to this day, even when they rebooted it, I watched it.
Did you watch it?
Great again.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and there was also a talk of David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson falling out on set and stuff, but you can't notice it if they did. But X-Files for me, and I want to believe.
Yeah,
I want to believe. Yeah,
and the truth is out there.
Exactly. And this movie talks about the alien abduction
of the kid, of the kid, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the Smoking Man being involved in a conspiracy, and that story still kind of, carried on to even to the present.
So, and just to fast forward now, the present ones, how did they leave that one? How do they leave it? Could they make more if they wanted to?
If they wanted to, they could. I'm not sure if they will.
Right.
But from the present ones, it does actually follow on from stuff that happens in this film.
Right. Okay.
So it's all nicely tied together.
Yeah.
So it's worth watching actually.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, X-Files for me.
And that's the one where they got it on.
I don't think it was in the series they got it on.
It was in the series where they got it on.
In the series,
Right, okay.
which for me was a bit unsettling because I didn't like. I don't know. I liked it, but then I thought
because I remember at the time people were like, you know, come on, are they going to kiss? Are they going to do it? Are they going to because there was that tension that built up between those two.
Yeah, and even in the latter, the most recent series, they're an item. But they don't openly. They're almost like our old school parents.
Yeah,
like they're together, but you'll never see them ever kissing.
Kissing, you know
what I mean? Exactly. You'll never see it. So it's like that. They're together.
Yeah,
they love each other. They're a couple, but you don't see any signs of it. So they're old school.
Proper old school.
And people that have old school parents know what I mean.
Yeah,
you think to yourself, shit, how did they have 5 kids? What did they do? Did they actually have sex?
Exactly. Oh shit, man.
Oh my gosh.
So so X-Files. I mean, if you haven't seen the TV show, go back, revisit. From the 90s, classic TV.
Great, man. Some of the best episodes on there as well.
Best episodes are on there, man. I loved all the kind of the UFO stuff and him, going mad searching for the answers.
Because he believes.
Yes.
He believes more than anyone. And Scully's more the skeptic, the scientist, the doctor.
Yeah.
There to debunk. She was sent to debunk him.
Yeah.
But then she obviously got involved and realised that there's more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
So one of the best episodes involve even not aliens. There's an episode that involves a man that can go through the sewer. Tombs. Oh, you remember him? Oh my god!
Yeah.
You remember Tombs?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's just weird, isn't it?
Oh my god! How did you just like that? You remembered?
Because I just because that was one of the big things that we all spoke about. Was like,
man.
imagine being able to do that.
Tombs. He could stretch and he was nasty.
Who was? No, it was who became a famous actor.
Is it?
No, just no.
But yeah, so 20 years ago, 1998.
That's what we were watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then next one, 25 years ago, 1993.
Yes, this is...
Again from Jason.
I haven't seen this.
Neither have I, and I won't see it. But Jason Goes to Hell.
Hell.
Yeah, so I can't imagine what's going to happen there. Does he go to hell and is he killing people in hell?
Yeah.
I don't understand how that can happen.
Yeah, and not only that, I remember one where there's Jason in space.
Jason in space?
There's one called Jason X.
Come on, man.
And it's Jason in space. His body gets cryogenically frozen and somehow I think he gets shipped to space and he starts killing people out in space. So it's like,
man,
it's just, you know what? And I won't be surprised if they do a remake.
That got budget, that got filming, that got actors, that got everything, yeah?
5 or 6 films out of that.
Come on, man.
I know. So Jason Goes to Hell. If you love your Jason Voorhees, then...
Yeah.
I think it was Jason, it was
Michael Myers
and Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
The masky type of scary face.
They should have come back in one film and just
imagine that.
rule it all and Chucky be the ringleader.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine? Come on, boys.
So that was 25 years ago. Now, okay, tell me about this film from 30 years ago, from 1988. Tell us about this one, because the title is amazing.
Well, I had to get the serpent in. We've got Conjuring.
Now we've got the serpent.
Or we need, what's the third one we need?
The Weeping, yeah.
So The Serpent and the Rainbow. This film was recommended to me from someone I used to work with, and she said this is a disturbing film.
Oh.
It stars Bill Pullman.
Yes,
the president from Independence Day. Yeah. That's his defining role, you know. Whatever he does in his life, he was a president in Independence Day that done that speech.
Yeah.
Today is not just our freedom, it's our Independence Day or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a film. I think it's in Haiti or Haiti. Sorry.
Haiti, yeah.
Haiti, so Haitians, yeah. And it looks at like voodoo, satanic stuff and whatever. I haven't seen. I think I've seen about the first 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And I got distracted, so I think I stopped watching.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
But I need I need to revisit this film.
Okay.
But yeah, from what I hear, it's a disturbing film. The Midgard serpent was released.
This is bad.
Yeah. So 30 years ago, this film.
But and look at the title, The serpent and the rainbow.
I know.
Like, you know, it's all just out there.
Maybe leprechaun. Maybe leprechaun. We'll say.
You know, when I played that clip on YouTube, I played that on YouTube, right? And that was it. Paul, he heard the clip on the leprechaun thing, and he was like, "What the hell?" It's the funniest thing. Sorry. Okay. Right, I haven't seen it. I definitely haven't heard of it, but it sounds intriguing.
Yeah, it does. We'll see.
We'll see.
I will finish it at some point and let you know.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, let us move on to movie reviews.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, for you, we have got 2 films to bring you, and one of them, I love this word. Because it does conjure, I'll keep using this word now, it does conjure up so many images. So if you say the word replicant, it's like, oh my God, like carbon copy. You know, hang on, there's a copy of you somewhere.
Yeah.
What can this copy do? What does it think like you? Does it do the same things as you? Tell me about this movie, Deval.
Yeah, this film stars Neo, Mr. Anderson. Keanu Reeves.
And we spoke
John
about
Wick.
this film.
We spoke about it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. And basically, he is a scientist, like a top scientist. It's set a bit in the future, not the far distant future, but maybe 20 years in the future. Who knows?
Yeah.
And basically, he's got a family. He's got a wife and 3 children, I believe. And he's working on a piece of technology that can, I guess, bring the essence of a human being into a robot. Basically transferring someone's essence from one place to another. So he starts doing this testing to transfer, I think a soldier, has died in war, and they managed to capture his essence or his spirit and put it into an android. And in the testing phase, it goes wrong. They awaken the soldier in this android, and he starts to like malfunction and say, "What's going on? What's going on? Why can't I see my face?" It's like he's proper like freaking out, and he's like, "What's this?" He's going crazy because literally he's woken up in a robot's body, and you can see that it's not him. He's pulling himself apart. He's literally freaking out, as anyone would.
Yeah.
So the testing has failed. So they got to that stage, and Keanu Reeves is told by his management, "Guys, we need to get this done. We got a deadline. We need to get this done. When can you do it?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I can do it. Give me 1 more week or whatever." So he's trying to obviously, he's trying to meet the deadline and get this project completed. So him and his family go on a little road trip. I'm jumping ahead here, but yeah, him and his family go on a little road trip, and obviously, he's driving in the dark, it's raining, what's going to happen, a car accident.
Yeah.
Him and his whole family, except for him, basically die.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, spoiler.
That was going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. So his family die, and then, so his wife and 3 kids, unfortunately, and obviously he's thinking, "Oh, damn, what do I do?" He's weeping like crazy. And he's like, "Shit, what am I going to do? And he realizes, damn, hold on a second. I've got this untested, or he's tested it didn't work. So he's got this beta version of this, technology that can maybe bring his family's essence back. So you can guess what's going to happen next. All I'm going to say, I'm not going to go into it anymore, but you can guess what's going to happen next. He tries it, he does it, and things go tits up. Yeah, things go tits up.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen to plan. Things get out of hand.
Yeah.
They come back, but they're not themselves. And
exactly.
Yeah.
And I just got to add to that, it sounds like a film that I've seen before.
Oh yeah.
Like Frankenstein, Pet Sematary. Like, the thing where a mad scientist will do anything in his or her power to bring the thing that they love back.
Yeah.
And when you start playing God,
yeah,
shit hits the fan.
Shit, you can't play God. Only one person can play God, and that's God.
Exactly. So it's like, it's that story that we've seen before, but probably kind of like with a scientific twist in it. And, fast forward to the future. And you can imagine people are trying this and doing this and maybe trying to make robots be as human as possible. But, I mean, you know, it's not going to be the same, is it?
No way.
All right. Now, in terms of kind of like ratings, what would
I'll give this one a 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, it wasn't the best Keanu Reeves film I've seen.
Sure, yeah.
But it kept my attention because I wanted to see how it would pan out. And yeah, it just wasn't really a strong film, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't get a cinema release, and it just sort of flew under the radar.
Yeah.
But you know, it put food on his table, didn't it?
Exactly. and the rest.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's an okay film, but
yeah,
you know, we wouldn't rush to watch it.
All right, brilliant. Thanks for that. Okay, now you mentioned Black Mirror before.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Earlier on in the show. So there's a new. Is it an episode or is it a film?
It's a standalone episode that is actually feature length. It's an hour and a half.
Okay, so it's an hour and a half feature length episode.
At least an hour and a half, I should say.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Now there's been a bit of hype around this because people have been like on Twitter and they've been messaging us and they've been saying, "Hey, look, you know what? This is a bit different because it's not a film, it's not a game. It's what is it? Tell us.
It's an interactive TV experience. That's the best way I can put it. It's an interactive TV experience. So the premise is the star, the lead role is played by, what's his name? He was in the war film Dunkirk.
Right.
I forgot his name now, but he was a lead guy in Dunkirk.
Okay.
Also stars our friend from our Bristol friend. You know, the guy that was in Detroit.
Oh,
he's in it as well. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And so basically the lead is a games developer, and he is developing a game that he reckons is going to be the next big thing. And he takes his I guess his idea to a games company to work with them to develop the game and to release it, and that's what he wants to do. And going forward, he obviously tries to program the game and make the game and blah blah blah. The game is a multiple choice game,
right?
So the different thing about it is like I think normal one player games you do your adventures, blah blah blah. You try and overcome challenges and so on. But his game gives you certain choices along the way,
right?
So you could go on one road or the other, depending on your choice, and that choice will again, I guess, influence your path going forward, and other choices you make, can change your destination basically. But in the Black Mirror sense, I'm not giving away too much here because I don't want to spoil anything. But the thing with Bandersnatch, it's set in the 80s, by the way, in London in the 80s. And the thing with Bandersnatch that makes it different to anything I've watched before,
right?
Anything I've watched before, is that this TV show gives you the same kind of choices along your way.
Wow.
So as you're watching, like for example, I'm going to spoil just the first 5 minutes, for example.
Yeah.
As you're watching, he wakes up and chatting with his family. And the dad asks him, what do you want for breakfast? He said, I want cereal. And the dad's like, okay, do you want Frosties or do you want Weetabix or whatever? And then the screen has two options. You can choose Frosties or Weetabix.
Wicked.
So you can choose things. And depending on what you choose, it then goes forward like that.
So whilst you're waiting, do they wait?
They wait, and then like you choose it, and then the scene continues. I guess they've filmed two scenes, haven't they? They've filmed, so they would have filmed multiple options going forward. So depending on what you choose, you'll get the continuation of that scene.
This is amazing.
But it's not. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, are they going to just freeze? And it's not. It doesn't look awkward at all.
Okay.
At all. It flows nicely.
Yeah.
But you get about 5 seconds. So with this, you can't be on your phone.
Right.
You can't be doing anything else. You've got to pay attention because
choose.
Sometimes the choices are quite quick and you've got to just choose it and the film carries on.
Oh,
so it literally gives you throughout the whole film. And there's some things that are big decisions.
Yes.
And you think, shit, what should I do? Should I do the thing that would make it more trouble?
Yes.
Or should I do the easy option?
So I can see people watching this like 5-6 times.
Yeah, and even I don't want to spoil too much, but there's multiple ways this film can end. Let's say that.
Really?
Yeah. There's multiple ways, depending on what you do.
Yes.
There's multiple ways this film can end, and I think I think the film's meant to be an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I think I was on it for.
You were on it, so it sounded like a bloody game.
I think I was on it for like 2 hours, you know.
Really?
Because I was doing all kinds of stuff to see what would happen.
I love it.
I kept changing my options, and so I did explore. I think I explored everything because by the time I finished, it ended with no option.
Okay.
So I think I took all the options.
Okay.
But I'm not going to spoil it. But it's a different experience.
Mad.
It's a different experience, yeah. And you can't watch this on bootleg.
Nah.
You have to watch it through Netflix.
It's only via Netflix.
Exactly. You can't get the full experience. Not that I'm promoting bootleg, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to watch it through Netflix. Have your remote control ready, and it's got to be, you know. It can be little options, like he's on a bus, he's choosing which song to listen to.
Yeah.
This song or that song. They let you choose.
Wow,
and
man.
then he looks at both of them. You choose one, and then the scene continues with the one you chose.
That is
it's crazy.
Wicked.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's a different experience, and obviously the game he's trying to produce gives you the same options as well. So it's like you're. It's a game within a game.
Right, okay,
you know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah, it's weird.
So we're feeling what the person who was playing the game would feel.
Yeah. And his name is Fionn Whitshead or Whitsbread or something like that.
Okay.
His name is.
Yeah.
And then what's the Bristol guy's name is?
I can't remember what.
Always forget his name, but he's a great actor. He's really good. Yeah.
And I'm assuming because obviously this is a Black Mirror production. It's dark.
Yes, which I'm not giving away anything.
Okay.
But it's dark.
All right, that's good.
It's dark.
Brilliant.
It's dark like a German TV show about time travel.
Time travel, yeah. You know what? It sounds brilliant. So, ladies and gentlemen,
one to watch. I think the timing's perfect as well. I only found out about this a day before it came out. I had no idea it was coming out.
Yeah.
So they really did
just keep it under wraps.
Under
wraps. There was no
definitely. So his name's Will Poulter.
Will Poulter.
Yeah, Will Poulter. Yeah. So that's him.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Actually.
He's really good, really versatile.
Yeah,
really versatile.
We Are the Millers. Do you remember?
We Are the Millers. Yeah,
yeah, he was in that one.
And Fionn Whithead, that's the other guy.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen,
on Fionn Whithead's Instagram, wow, he's got 47,000 followers.
Wow.
He's not following a single person. He's got one post, which is Dunkirk. This guy is not a social media dude. He's got one post. Not. He's following no one. He's not on the social media. Wow. Okay. Cool.
But look at that. People.
Yeah.
That just shows you, just for not even putting anything on there, he's got like 50,000 people
following one picture.
Following one picture. Oh. Right. Okay. What have you got for us on our hidden gem section?
Hidden gems. Okay, we got Clown. Clown came out in 2014.
Right.
And Clown is a horror film.
Sounds scary.
It's a horror film. It stars a likable character who works as a clown, and his clown suit is somehow possessed with... it's got some sort of demon in it, basically.
Oh, my God.
And this clown suit starts to attach itself to him.
Right.
So he becomes the demon clown suit. And he's going to parties and stuff like that. At first, he's got like his normal face, and sooner or later, he can't even take the clown suit off. The clown suit becomes him, and it's a nasty kind of, like a horror kind of clown suit.
Yeah. Like It? Is it like anything like It?
Kind of, but not in the same way. But yeah, I guess it can be in the same kind of realm as It. But yeah, it's the clown suit, and it starts making him do evil stuff as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it's a funny film.
Yeah.
In a horror way.
Right. Okay.
But it's a weird film. It just takes you on a different, it goes left in certain places.
Is it meant to be funny?
Yeah, because the material is clown, and clowns are meant to be funny people, so they understand that and they work around it. But the premise is of a demonic, evil nature, and they have to also land that as well. So they do capture a good balance of funny and horror, which I did enjoy. I saw this film a few years ago now, but I remember it being a good version of what they were trying to portray, which is funny and scary scary funny, you know. So
and I've just had a quick look whilst you were speaking. It's called coulrophobia.
the fear of clowns.
The fear of clowns.
Yeah, it's an actual thing.
Yeah, it's an actual thing.
It's a big thing. A lot of people have it.
Huge. And do you remember, this was probably about a year ago, there was this thing in America, people were dressing up as clowns.
Yes.
And they were hiding in woods.
Yes.
And it was freaking people out. And then it came over to the UK, and it was like the coppers had to, the police over in America, had to like, look, if we see you in a clown outfit, we're going to arrest you because you're causing panic.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? But okay, so yeah, clown, ladies and gentlemen, from 2014.
Look at the image. I'm showing the image. Yeah. So he slowly becomes a really decrepit, nasty-looking, evil clown over time.
Look at the eyes.
He starts off quite normal.
Yeah.
And then bit by bit, he starts the clown suit merges with him.
Almost like Venom.
Off. Yeah. We are clown. Yeah. It's got Peter Stormare in it as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah. He's always a good bet.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
exactly.
he always hams it up. Always kind of like.
Yeah. It's a good film. I'd say it's worth a watch for sure.
Okay. All right.
It's worth a watch.
What other film have you got for us in the Christmas sack?
What happened to Monday?
Yeah. I always kind of wonder what happens on Mondays.
It just flies by, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Unless it's Game of Thrones Monday, then
it's.
I look forward to that Monday.
Yeah.
But no, this film, What Happened to Monday, stars our friend from Prometheus. And also from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the original Scandinavian version.
Yep.
Noomi Rapace.
Yes.
She's a really good actress. She
really
is.
Great.
In this role, I mean, the premise is it's the future. Do you know what? This film is, I think Thanos would love this film.
Okay.
Yeah, Thanos would love this film. In the future, the Earth's population has like grown so much.
Right.
I think it's about 10 billion or something or more. And the Earth can't handle the overpopulation of the world. The resources are just, you know,
being sucked dry.
The resources just can't handle it. All these people, all these mouths to feed, can't handle it. It's literally like how Titan turned.
Yeah.
It's just like that. So the world has basically come together to say there has to be a population control, like, you know, by law. So you can't have, basically, it's one child, but you can't have any siblings. If you've got a sibling, this sibling gets rounded up and processed.
Oh, great.
It's kind of like Nazi times. It sounds kind of like that.
Yeah, it's what they did in China, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly,
The two children policy.
Yeah, but I think this is even more strict. Like, they'll literally come and take your children away. I don't know what happens to them. They get taken away. They don't get seen again. It's crazy like that. But because also, I think in the just before this happened, there was a process by which people were making children in some sort of lab, like to have children. Basically, people could just make children and do what they want.
Yeah,
and they also had they had to create food. Sorry, as well, because the food was not
scarce.
really. Yeah, food was scarce and food was hard to produce and stuff like that. So they put chemicals in food to make the crops grow and stuff like that. So it was a lot of I guess modification of food, scientific, genetically modified crops and so on.
Which is what they say people do now.
Yeah, but it was like this is a massive scale because the food was running out, too much people. But that food made people. It actually contaminated people, and it made people have like random births. People were. It actually made the population go up more. So people were having like 4 kids, 5 kids at a time. Yeah. And this story of What Happened to Monday, they had 7 kids.
Oh, shit.
So the mum had 7 kids because of this genetically modified food. Yeah. So obviously population control, you can't have any siblings, not even one. There's 7 of them.
7 of them. Yeah.
That's why it's Monday, because 7 kids, they gave them 7 names.
Right.
Monday through to Sunday.
Yes.
The granddad, is played by William Dafoe.
Oh, okay.
Or Willem Dafoe, I should say.
Dafoe, yeah.
And the mum passed away. She's not around anymore. So it's just the granddad and the seven girls.
Right.
They're hiding in his house, making sure no one knows they're there.
Yeah.
he names them by the days of the week, and to make it even more like gangster, he says to them, "You're only allowed out on your day," because they're all identical.
Yes.
So you're only allowed out on your day. So Monday can come out Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday comes out Tuesday. And when they come back, they must report back everything that's happened, because each person needs to know, because they're all playing the same person.
Yeah.
So when they go to work, really it's different people going to work every day.
Yeah.
But the work people think it's the same person.
Wow.
So they need to share information. It's so important. So even as a child, one of them has an accident and literally cuts her finger, where, well, almost her finger comes off.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but her finger's hanging off, basically. It's crazy.
And they all got to...
So the dad says, what happens to one of you must happen to all.
Oh my gosh.
So the dad actually, one by one, cuts off their finger.
Oh
yeah,
my
he cuts
God.
off their finger, and he's weeping afterwards because he's really, really upset. He had to do it, but they understand.
Yeah.
So basically, so after she grows up and becomes an adult, shit hits the fan. It goes tits up, as it usually does.
As it usually does.
And them hiding for so many years, 30 years, obviously somehow they get found out.
Yeah.
7 people, it can't happen.
Yeah.
So they get found out, and they have to fight to survive against the organisation, the population control authority that are literally going to kill them.
Yeah.
But it's more twisty. There's more turns than I'm explaining, because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
But it's actually quite a good film.
Okay. So so do we find out what happened to Monday?
Yes, you find out what happened to Monday, and it's not as straightforward as you think.
Right. Okay.
But they're all. I mean, first of all, the characters are all different.
Right.
Noomi Rapace plays 7 different people.
Wow.
On screen at the same time, because every day they have dinner together, so they're all sitting down on the same table, 7 of them. And think about that. She's had to play 7 different people.
Yeah.
Different characters, different
Wicked.
hairstyles. Crazy. She's gangster.
Yeah.
I hope she got paid 7 times, but I don't think she did.
Don't think she did. But like in terms of like, the special effects or how they film that, is it all seamless?
Seamless, of course it is. Yeah.
Wow.
There's times when she's touching one of them, and she's arguing with one of them. One of them, I think they have a little altercation. It's like, it's seamless. It's crazy. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Glenn Close plays the organisation sort of boss.
Yeah.
She's kind of like a evil, but she means well. Kind of, she's a bit like Thanos,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a decent film. I give it a good 7.5.
Loads of people have reached out and said like, oh, definitely watch this movie. It's worth it.
Yeah.
And just for the performance alone, it sounds it, right?
It's a good film. I recommend it. What Happened to Monday is available right now on Netflix.
Go check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Okay, so now, Devout, I thought...
It's the end of the show now, isn't it?
Not really.
Do you have extras?
I've got extras for you and everyone else that's listening who stayed on. So, folks, what I'd like to do is, for this episode only, I thought we can maybe see the year out with a look at what's to come in 2019. So,
I like it.
Here are a selection of films which we could just quickly, briefly discuss, and we can just basically let everyone know that these films are coming in 2019. Like you mentioned before, 2019 is going to be a massive year for movies, right? And within the list, I just want to kind of like mention this one to you. I'm not sure if you've heard of this one or our audience have. There's a film called Ad Astra. Okay, now you might be interested in this because we know you are like Stephen Hawking's. So Ad Astra is a film that's coming out in 2019 which stars Brad Pitt. And people go mad for Brad Pitt. Lately, probably not, because of a lot of personal shit that he's going through, and I don't remember him being in anything like major over the last 3 or 4 years. But this film, the buzz surrounding it is mad. It's called Ad Astra, and check the premise out. Brad Pitt travels through the solar system. Brad Pitt travels through the solar system in search of his father, who went looking for aliens.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
It kind of reminds me of that one with Lawrence Fishburne. The horror type one with Event Horizon.
Yes.
Because I think in this film they go to, I think they venture to Neptune.
Right.
I think around Neptune there's a signal or something like that, and they venture there, and the dad's ship goes missing, and then they go there trying to find it, and I think they find more than they bargained for.
Exactly.
I think it could be like a Event Horizon type situation, but
and a lot of people are calling it kind of like Gravity, like, you know, the film Gravity, where it's like, you know, him on his own, he's out in space, lost in space
on his own,
Ooh. And you know, it's got all these kind of different themes and genres as well. And I just thought, you know what, it's crazy, because you're out searching, you're out looking for life, you're looking for your, like, you know, your own man, like, you know, he's out there looking for other life. So it's kind of like, it's them versus searching for us searching for them. Sounds interesting.
Should be good. I think it's out in February.
It's going to be in the early part of the year. So definitely look out for that one. Another film, I just thought I'd mention this. You mentioned Zombieland. You mentioned Bill Murray, right? But Zombieland 2 is going to hit our screens in 2019, and it brings back the original cast. So
Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone.
The little kid, I've forgotten what her name is, Amy Breslin, I think her name is, But I mean, they're all back. And famously, Bill Murray was in the first one.
Yeah. Like a surprise.
He had a surprise little appearance in there, and then he gets shot, which was like brilliant. If you have not seen Zombieland, go out and watch Zombieland. But I just thought, you know what? I'm really looking forward to seeing this film, because it's been 10 years since that first film. 10 years since that first film came out.
Damn.
Can you believe it? And when it comes out in 2019, I think people are going to kind of be really happy that it's come out, because the first one was a cult classic, really. So, folks, watch out. Zombieland 2 is going to be coming out. All right. Okay. The next film. Gritty,
this one.
Dark, realistic portrayal of none other than the Joker.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker. Martin Scorsese executive produced. He's got his hand on it. He's got his look on it. And what I think they wanted something like Goodfellas type.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Yeah. So this is like, you know, set in realism, I think, you know, where this clown is causing mayhem, havoc. And I think it's going to be great. It's going to be
standalone as well, isn't it? A totally different take.
Not part of the whole DC universe.
That gives them more freedom to express themselves without having to worry about how it fits into the rest of the DC sort of cinematic landscape, you know?
Yeah.
So, and also just to see Joaquin Phoenix's take on it as well, to see how seeing him, and you were never really here. He was a gritty character.
Really
so
great.
If you can take that into this, should be okay.
And I think he's going to do something really spectacular with it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we've got that to look forward to. Okay, here's one that you might not have heard of, a film called Gemini Man. Now, this film stars Will Smith.
What?
Yes. And it's directed by Ang Lee. Now, we mentioned Ang Lee last week. Hulk. Memoirs of a Geisha.
Crouching Tiger.
Life of Pi. I think these two people are they need a hit, right? They need a hit.
Yeah.
Especially Will Smith. He hasn't been firing on all cylinders recently. So this film, check this out, is directed by Ang Lee, starring Will Smith, who plays an aging assassin and who's pitted against a younger clone of himself.
Younger clone?
Who can predict his every move.
So he shouldn't have any chance, really, should he?
He shouldn't. Imagine this. So I'm thinking futuristic, set in the future, assassin, old, wary, he's tired, he doesn't like the job. However, he's got a basically contract to take out a version of himself. And this guy knows everything what he's going to do. So not only has he got to be intelligent, he's got to basically be stronger, faster, you name it, he's got to be better. And I just thought, you know what, that's a great premise.
Yeah.
That
is that.
And I could see Will Smith playing that role.
Yeah, I can see, because he can come across kind of weary and a bit reluctant kind of thing. I can see him doing that, because I think he kind of ended up a little bit like that in Suicide Squad a little bit, because he had to protect his daughter kind of thing. So okay.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, and Ang Lee does like the the portrayal of good characters.
Yeah,
The
redemption.
He likes to romanticize it a bit. So
And the visuals.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine the visuals on this one.
Yeah.
All right, so that was that. Another film which I want us all to kind of bear in mind, which is coming out very, very soon, like within the next 3 or 4 weeks, I think, is Glass. There is a lot
Broken glass everywhere. If it ain't about the money, puff, I just don't care.
There's so much vibe. There's so much like buzz surrounding this film, and you know what? People are calling it M. Shyamalan's comeback film.
I think Split was.
And he made. I was reading an article that he he's being interviewed. Reading an article, and he put his own house up for remortgage so that he could make The Visit, and then
Serious?
The Visit and The Glass. The Visit, he made this film, The Visit.
Yeah,
I saw it. Made shitloads of money.
Oh, is it?
So he won.
Oh wow.
I'm paraphrasing here. He goes, it's like he went to Vegas and he beat Vegas the first time round, second time round with Split. So whether or not he can do it the third time round, I don't know. But initial buzz is that it's going to be a big hit.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So ladies and gentlemen, obviously watch out for that. Another film which I want us all to kind of keep an eye on, and we've mentioned it before, is Us.
Can't wait.
This film looks crazy, right?
Can't wait. I know we've spoken about this to death now, but I really can't wait for this film. This is going to come out in March. This is going to set off next year's first quarter of movies in such a way.
Yeah.
And I think this film is going to, the buzz will continue for a long time yet.
Yeah.
Similar to how Get Out
Get Out
continued
did.
for a long time. So this one here, yeah, I can't wait.
I know,
Can't
man.
wait, man.
Yeah. So watch out for that one. That one's coming out in March. We mentioned Keanu Reeves before, and I just thought I've got to mention this, put this out there. John Wick 3 is going to be coming out in 2019. And what is John Wick? John Wick is an assassin. He is a martial arts expert. He's gangster. And if you watch the film, you'll know he's tired, he was weary, he just gave up his guns. But there was one thing that happened which kind of brought him back into the highlight, brought him back into the mayhem. And this is going to be, part 3 is going to be an extension of that. I think it directly follows on from part 2. So if you remember part 2, he gets given 1 hour by
Head Start to
run, and this literally just takes place 1 hour later.
So I think the society, like the Continental or whatever it is, they've put out a bounty on him to all the other hit people, and it's like they're all going to come out for him. So he needs to run. He's got 1 hour. He's already wounded. So is it Shane? What's his name?
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane. It's like, oh my gosh. And Lawrence Fishburne's back in it. So Mr. Smith. Mr. Anderson and Morpheus reunite. Hopefully, maybe. Do you know what? Maybe Trinity is going to be in the third one.
Imagine that.
Maybe Trinity. Oh my gosh! Don't.
That could be the twist.
Don't get me started. But let's see what happens.
But let's see what happens with this one, and it's going to be more of the stuff: guns, battles, action set pieces, martial arts, you name it. It's going to be all in it. Breaking bones, breaking necks. Come on, man. That's what's making
the gunplay in this one's crazy.
Crazy, man.
Crazy.
All right. Okay. Now here's a biggie. Here is a biggie. Now, back in 2016, they did what would you call it?
Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One. Was it
anthology? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, kind of like an anthology. So you had Rogue One, and then you had Solo, a Star Wars story. So that was kind of like an offshoot of the whole Star Wars thing. But then people wanted a continuation of the actual Star Wars story. All right. So you had episode 3, 4, and 5, and then we had episode 6, episode 7. And
episode 6 and 8.
Sorry, 6 and 8.
So 6 was The Force Awakens, 8 was The Last Jedi. And now episode 10 is going to be... No, episode 9, sorry. Episode 9 is going to be... What's it called? Hasn't been said yet, has it? Okay.
It hasn't even been said. It hasn't even mentioned. However, this is going to be at the tail end of 2019.
Yeah, December.
Usually that's when they come out. But it's J.J. Abrams directed, and it's the 9th episode in the Star Wars kind of film franchise. but they're saying it's going to be taken into a new direction because at the end of episode 8, remember this thing, they kind of changed it a bit about the Force, how kids have the Force. Prior to episode 8, it was like it's your destiny. It's like being passed on down to you. But now they kind of switched it around where anyone could have it.
Yeah, a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyone, like, you know, you could be like a beggar, like, you know, and you could have the Force in you. So we're probably going to see more kind of, you know, in that regards. Rey is going to be back. Obviously, our boy John Boyega is going to be back. It's still going to have Luke Skywalker
as a Force
as
ghost.
A Force ghost, yeah. So you're going to have all of that. It's going to be a new villain. Remember, Kylo Ren is now he took out Snoke.
Yeah, so he's in limbo, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think their character arc, the brother and the sister, that'll no actually.
I don't know if they're related.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm just thinking that.
Maybe they are. I don't know.
Yeah, but their kind of relationship will probably get a conclusion. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And then another film, a sci-fi related. I'm not sure if you heard of this one, Devout. It's called Alita, Battle Angel.
Alita, Battle Angel.
What have you heard about this?
James Cameron produced.
Yes.
And she's like a synthetic, like a souped up version of a human, I believe, and is created to battle. Yeah. She has massive eyes, like a anime character.
Yeah.
And from what I see, I mean, this film's been put back. It was meant to be out already.
I know.
The date's been put back. I'm not sure why exactly, but it's been put back until 2019.
Yeah.
But from what I see, it looks okay. I've not got a high expectations, and I think that may go in my favour.
Yeah.
I think it may be better than I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm just sort of chilling on this one.
The reason why I'm kind of like excited is because it's obviously James Cameron and it's also Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah. Yeah. So it should be good.
It should be good.
I don't know too much about it, which means I'm kind of like, okay, what's it going to be? But I think you're right. James Cameron is so good. He put his name on it. He George Foreman that shit.
Exactly.
So, you know, he doesn't do many shit projects.
No.
So
everything that he does is like, you know, $1 billion. So I mean, let's hoping that this one does really well. And you know what? I left a spot for you. I left a spot for you to kind of come up with.
For me.
Yeah. So a 10th movie. So that was number 9.
You see,
what are you most like? What are you waiting for? What are you looking forward to? But I mean, apart from, obviously there's Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I was going to say, apart from that, I can't even.
There's Endgame. We know that, but is there anything outside of those which you think, oh, you know what, I'm really looking forward to this? Or
I think for me, it's not actually movies, it's TV. And for me, I mean, it's not Endgame, but it's an end of an era with Game of Thrones. For me, that one there in April, I mean, that's going to be. I mean, it comes out in April. Yeah. But for 6 weeks after that, it's like we're going to be getting 6 movies.
I know.
So we're going to be spoilt. 6 movies, feature-length episodes of serious Game of Thrones action, life-changing events.
Now, I know when you're the type of person where you watch every single episode,
Twice,
don't you? Yeah. But you don't wait until there's like 3 or 4 episodes.
I ain't got time for that. No, not with Game of Thrones. No.
Yeah, but you know what? See, the thing is, I'm so impatient, right? I can't do that. I did it with the first 2-3 seasons.
Don't come on this podcast, if you're going to do that.
Because you know what, right? My thing is like, I've got to wait about 4 or 5 episodes.
No,
like, seriously.
With this, you cannot do it.
Bro.
The spoilers will find you.
Yeah, they will find me.
Trust me.
Okay, I'm going to have to change my tactic on this one.
For this one, I beg you, just not for this one. At least, know what you should do? I watch it each episode twice.
Okay.
I watch it when it comes out here in the UK on a Monday. Yeah. And I watch it again on the weekend before.
Yeah.
You get your fill.
Yeah.
For this, I think, do you know what? I don't want the spoilers to get you.
And how many episodes is this going to be?
6, I believe, yeah.
6 like hour long or?
More than that long.
More than that long.
Yeah. So I'm not sure exactly how long, but they're meant to be like hour and a half or hour 25, I'm not sure, but long episodes each.
Oh my.
And shit is going to hit the fan on every single one. I wouldn't be surprised if in the first 5 minutes of the beginning, we lose someone.
Yeah.
Just like, like a Thanos Hulk fight type situation where they let you know that this is on.
This means business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a big look forward to.
All right.
For next year, for sure.
All right.
But yeah,
that's
it for this show. This has been a great last show of the year, actually.
I know, man.
And 31 episodes. Here we go.
Here we go.
Looking forward to more. Exactly. So.
Exactly. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for supporting us this year. It's been amazing. We've enjoyed doing this, and we're going to keep doing it, and we hope you keep listening.
Yeah, keep tuned in, keep downloading the show. Like I said, just pop in the Flixters podcast on iTunes, on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you are, just pop it in, you'll find us, and keep listening, download our show. And also, just to end off, we're going to give away a free cinema ticket to the lucky listener.
I wonder who that is.
I wonder who that is. Just in the UK for now, I'm afraid. So if you just pop in, although we've come to the end of the year. Yeah. Quote.
Boys to men.
Exactly. Pop in, although we've come to the end of the year, and Instagram or wherever it may be, make sure you're a follower, and we'll send you the cinema codes to watch a film in a cinema of your choosing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peace out.